Morning guys, it's early Saturday morning and this is Matchbook Custom. So me and Steve have come in early today to get some work done. We've been waiting for 2 weeks for UPS to drop off some parts, and yesterday they turned up. So one of the first jobs I've got in today is John's Roadglide. If you remember John's Roadglide from the previous video, it came in with a really nasty squeak, which we determined was the cam followers. The bearing on the cam followers had gone on the front cylinder. So now we've got a complete cam chest in and some HP Plus rollers to stick in the bike. So hopefully we'll get some good footage. So first things first, cam chain tensioners, hydraulic cam chain tensioners. Pretty standard swap over when you're doing something like this. John's weren't too bad, I don't think. Let me see if I can see him. No, John's weren't. I don't know if you can see. John's weren't horrendous, although they have started to break up, which is the stereotypical problem of the cam chain tensioners. Next we have Andrew's cams. So these are specifically designed for the bigger engines, specifically the CVO 110 engines. A broad range cam, increasing power from 2,200 RPM to 5,600. So this should make a big difference with the performance on this CVO. Combine these with the high flow pump kit we've got as well, and the power vision we're going to use, then they should work a treat. So this is it. This is the plate really that has cost the money. It's a high flow plate that, when used and combined with the oil pump here, it should produce some better results. This is a HP Plus kit. So the cam rollers, for example, are designed for higher power engines. You can get a race kit as well, which is obviously going to be a higher revving kit, but this is the best kit for the 110 engine from what I see. So the benefits of this: quieter and smoother engine operation. You should get an increase in oil pressure, scavenge volume, and engine oil flow in general. It should run 25 to 35 degrees cooler. That's not Celsius, that's Fahrenheit. I'm saying Fahrenheit because I've read it in Fahrenheit. I don't know what the conversion is. 15 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit cooler oil temperatures, and 15 to 30 more PSI of oil pressure, which is really important because we're still not sure why the followers went in John's bike. So we've got these followers. They're in like an anti-corrosion package that's full of oil at the minute, but if you remember, this is what was wrong with John's bike in the first place. So these are the HP Plus series rollers, which basically is a performance hydraulic roller, and it optimizes oil flow from bottom to top. It reduces wear, extends the life of the top end valve gear. It's a drop-in replacement for stock lifters, and they've been dyno developed and track tested. I didn't read that from a instruction, honest, at all. But yeah, there you go. So this is all going in. So first things first, we've got to get my special tools out. If you can see in there, replace these bearings here with some high performance. These are the cam bearings into the crankcase. And then this is the setup that we're replacing with the high flow pump and cam support plate. We're not reusing these cams or tensioners or anything, but the one thing I have got to do is take the chain off, because we'll be reusing that. So I've got to take that apart. Okay, so new cam bearings in. plate's half assembled. It's assembled on the back side of things. Oil pump's on, tensioners on, new cams are in, all timed up and all that jazz. So now it's time for to put the cassette in itself. All the seals have obviously been changed, and then time her up, then rebuild her and get her going. Right folks, so cam support plate in, new cams in, new tensioners, new oil pump, everything's torqued up. We've just fitted the rocker arms, the push rods and the push rod tubes. I've just turned it over just to make sure nothing hits or bangs and it all becomes back to where it times up to. Don't know if you can see. I'm happy with it, so I'm going to bang all the covers on, put it together, start her up, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we should all be good to go. I've got to do the tuning on it as well. That might take me 20 minutes. So I've serviced the bike. The bike's back together. Exhausts are on, air filters on, it's pretty much good to go. I've just hooked up the power vision so when I start up for the first time I can tweak the tune. But it's all looking good. Fingers crossed. So I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, but the bike's started up, it's running fine. The initial rattle is because the new cam followers need bleeding up, and you heard that quieten down quite significantly. There's a ticking coming from it now, which there's a slight blow coming from the rear exhaust gasket. So I'll probably have to have a look at that, but I'll do that next week.